Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and here we have Game 2 in a best-of-5 series being played between oGS, which is actually being played, by oGsZenio. He is a Code S GOM-TV seasoned player. He is really, really good at StarCraft 2 and at playing Zerg, so this should be really good. And his opponent is Liquid Ret, actually being played by oGsTOP. I've explained it several times by now, so you should know these guys are playing on the North American server, so that's why they had to borrow these accounts. Top is using Liquid Ret's account, and Zenio is using the communal oGs account. This is Game 2. We just saw a game on Zelnaga Caverns, and looked like oGsTOP actually got the better of oGsZenio with some nice tech decisions. Those Blue Flame Hellions managed to get a lot of drone kills, and the siege tanks and marines at the end managed to overwhelm the high number of speedlings and banelings that Zenio chose to build. So, Game 2 here, Metalopolis, close flying positions could make a difference. Maybe we'll see some air units this time around. oGsTOP is actually a Code A player in the GOM-TV Season League at the moment of this cast, so he is also very, very good. oGs, if you don't know, is South Korean StarCraft 2 team, and they are sort of partnered with Team Liquid, which is more or less a European team, but they're actually global, as Huck and Tyler over in North America are also members of Team Liquid. Anyway, everybody's just friends in South Korea. Anyone who tries to get into the GSL is cool in my book anyway. And Ret, Huck, HeyPro, and Jinro are all living in the oGs Team Liquid house in Incheon, South Korea. Incheon sounds like a Pokemon name or something. But anyway, Zenio is actually going to be doing fast expand this time around. No spawning pool yet. He scouted very, very quickly with this Overlord. Obviously is not even going to send a drone just yet. And it looks like oGsTOP is doing a not the very standard Terran build, but still a pretty common one. This 2 barracks and into 2 refineries. Looks like he's going to get a lot of marines early yet again. We saw the same thing on Zelnaga Caverns, but this time it looks like the SCV might throw in some bunkers as well. Zenio actually did not try to do a fast expand there on Zelnaga Caverns, and he has tried it this time, so the SCV might be trying to build a bunker. He's sending a drone here to try and block him, or at least harass this SCV to keep that from happening. He's sending his Overlord up here on the high ground to keep him safe from the marines that Zenio can guess are coming, and now there are actually another SCV and another marine coming now. This bunker is so far out here. He's going to have to do some leapfrogging if he's going to be able to hit this hatchery, but he can, of course, just unload and reload that bunker over and over. Lings being produced now to try and fight this off. We'll see if this bunker rush pays off for oGsTOP. One drone moves sort of a little close to this marine here, but looks like he's trying to navigate around. Now we have 2 marines from top trying to take out this hatchery. First set of Lings is out. He will probably be able to kill off a marine before they get into this bunker. No, I was wrong. But 6 Lings, 5 Lings still alive. 3 marines finishing and going right into this finished bunker. Now they are in range of the hatchery before the creep actually got to that bunker. It was able to be completed. This last marine needs to get in that bunker. oGsTOP not really paying much attention to his bunker rush right now. Zenio creating some queens, getting lots and lots of Zerglings out to try and combat this. Zergling speed has been started. It's about halfway done. Looks like we've got about 5 marines here trying to take out actually 6 marines now trying to take out this hatchery. Finally, the Lings start to attack with some drones and the help of this queen. Top not really microing too much, just trying to take out the Lings that are there. First bunker goes down. SCVs are down. Not going to be able to repair that bunker, so Zenio will be able to repel this unless Top sends more SCVs, and it looks like he is not planning to do that just yet. He might abandon this bunker and actually salvage it. Now it looks like he's going to hop back in and try and get some Ling kills. This reinforcing marine is probably going to be taken out. Nope, maybe not. Zergling speed does complete now, and oGsTOP is just stuck in this bunker, and having 4 marines here prone, he's not going to be able to take out this hatchery while in the safety of his own bunker. This queen needs to keep running or he's going to lose his life. He's only got 10 HP left. oGsTOP is going to be very sad if he doesn't get this queen kill, and he doesn't. So oGsZenio manages to keep his queen alive with 1 HP. That bunker looked like it was salvaged and not destroyed. But that bunker rush, not too successful. If we look at units lost here, actually the value of oGsTOP's marines and SCVs and bunkers far outweigh the number of Lings that were lost. I'm not sure if he even killed a single drone there. barely missed a nice queen kill, but now the Lings of Zenio are checking up the ramp here to see what they can find out. These 2 refineries are done. Looks like he's doing 2 factories again, so he's probably going to be getting those blue flame Hellions like we saw on Xel'Naga Caverns, already making a Hellion there out of that first factory. Actually, both factories now. Command Center coming up, almost the exact same timing we saw on Xel'Naga Caverns. So in both games, oGsTOP chose to be aggressive early with Marines, and in both games Zenio was able to hold it off. Now we'll see if the mid-game goes in Zenio's favor, as last time those Blue Flame Hellions really roughed him up. This time he should be expecting it fully, so we'll see what he chooses to do to defend against that. Last time we saw Roach Warren, and this time we're going to see that Baneling Nest come up first along with the Roach Warren. Last time it was the other way around, but Zenio has a lot of Lings here. Looks like he's starting to morph these Banelings and going to go for some kind of bust here against these 2 barracks and single supply depot. If he can get through, there's really not a lot of firepower back here for oGsTOP. Pre-igniter upgrades have not even begun, as there are no tech labs on these factories. A 3rd barracks is being built right now. This command center is starting to fly over, and he's going to see all these Banelings coming up his ramp. Aims right for that supply depot, of course, which is what you want to do. Aim for the weakest target with those Banelings. All these Lings trying to get some surrounds on the Hellions. Of course, they're not going to manage to kill anything. These SCVs are starting to go down now, though, to the Speedlings, and that's just the beauty of having Speedlings. You can run in, switch targets very quickly. Hellions are fast, of course, but they're not going to be able to be everywhere at once. Looks like Top is going to be able to clean out all the rest of these Lings, but at what cost? We'll look at units lost right now. The resource cost for both players is exactly the same, even though Zenio has lost double the units. They're all just Zerglings. So now, oGsTOP moving with these 6 Hellions. He's sending 1 SCV to act as a repair force. Now it looks like he's going to send him on home. And lots of Roaches out now for Zenio, so he's got perfect timing there with these Roaches spawning to be able to ward off these Hellions. Of course, Hellions don't really do much to Roaches, whether they have pre-igniter or not, so Zenio probably going to be making a lot of these guys. Building more Zerglings now as well, just to keep up and be able to stop any units from fleeing. That's another great part about Speedlings. You can run around to the back if some units are trying to escape and block their path, block their exit. oGsTOP has not thrown up a 3rd or 4th gas, but he is working off of 2 factories still, getting tech labs up now on both of them, so probably going to be doing pre-igniter and siege tech research at the same time. He is getting concussive shells and stim packs right now. Looks like he is producing mainly Marauders rather than Marines, and 3 Hellions are going to be moving around the back here. Zenio trying to expand here at this far right base. He probably can't see those Hellions. Now he can, though, with that creep tumor vision. The Hellions are moving, and now Zenio is doing a good job spacing out his units to protect against that. Those Roaches on the right side able to defend quite well, and now these Speedlings are in pursuit of these Hellions, killing them off. It's just a few Lings against a single Hellion. I'm not sure how this is going to end up. He actually probably could have left that Hellion right there and killed all the Lings, and now he does kill all the Lings anyway, so that single Hellion stays alive with 10 kills so far. Wow, those must be pretty much primarily Ling kills. And now Zenio is going to test the front of oGsTOP, and he does not like what he sees. 6 Roaches is not going to be enough to break this many Marauders and Hellions and Marines, so he's just going to move them back on home for the time being. He's actually got 4 more Roaches right here, so decent number. Getting a lair up actually at his natural once again. This is going to increase the HP of this base. It is more prone to attack, so the fact that it's injured means that when the layer is actually finished, the HP should go up to whatever the percent is. He'll get a nice little health boost, but wow, look at this. oGsTOP moving now with tanks, Marauders, Marines, Hellions. This is a very sizable force here. But look at the supply count. It's 92 supply for oGsTOP and 104, 105 now for Zenio. Wow, I didn't expect that. Another Overlord did go down there and block him in supply very, very briefly. Baneling's moving around the top side here. I like that since these Marines are so exposed. Wow, lots of Marines go down to those Banelings. Zenio evening up these odds very, very quickly, taking out those tanks with the Roaches and now forcing oGsTOP to stim and run away. Good Banelings there, and nice placement on the Roaches at the front there. So wow, Zenio survives what I thought was a pretty scary looking attack force with some well-played Banelings and Roaches. And yeah, see, the HP was around 800, now it's up to 1130. Just it goes up to the same percent of whatever it was. And when that max HP increases, whatever its current HP is increases as well. Evolution Chamber's up. It doesn't look like he's done any upgrades with it yet. He's getting Roach Speed right now and a Spire up. oGsTOP, on the other hand, creating lots of Marauders and tanks still. No Marines, though, so if that Spire is actually able to come out and oGsTOP has no anti-air to deal with it, that could be very, very bad for him. He's adding on 2 more barracks now, so those could see some reactors added on there, and just to act as a mineral dump so he can get rid of all those minerals. Look at oGs's Zenio's gas right here. It's over 1,000, which is quite surprising. He's got 3 hatcheries up, with all of them having larva injects. I'm surprised he can't spend this money. Perhaps he's saving for mutas. We'll see if he builds a dozen mutalisks right when the Spire finishes. These ground forces can really just hang out around this part of the map, and if he sends in mutalisks in the back or something, it could really be damaging, and he can move the ground forces up in the front. Actually might even force a counterattack, so he might want to leave these units back a bit. But 10 mutalisks being made, yes, so Zenio did do a good job saving all that gas, building some more banelings and getting flyer upgrades. Level 1, I like to see that. These mutas are going to be very bad for oGsTOP. He has a engineering bay, but he has 0 turrets. He's got a starport coming up now. I'm not sure if he even saw the Spire. He's not even seen the main of oGsZenio this entire game. He's poked in here and did see that Spire at some point while it was still building, so he knows that mutalisks are a possibility. Just now getting the starport up, though, and no turrets. Where did those mutalisks go? Here they are. Let's go ahead and select them and see what they're able to achieve. Zenio actually grabbing a 4th base right now on the far right base, so pay attention to that as well. Here we have 11 mutalisks flying in, killing off that first turret that started to build. Like I said earlier, no anti-air here, killing off yet another turret, still in the process of building. Here are the Marines, 8 or so, trying to take out 11 mutalisks. Could be a tough job for those guys, especially with oGsZenio's micro. And these stim Marines, all he has to do is wait for stim to fall off, poke right back in, force another stim, run away. But yes, he did force a counterattack here. oGsTOP is moving through the middle of the map. He did not like the fact that all these mutalisks were at his base, so he's moving his Marauders and tank line down to the natural area of Zenio. Zenio doing a good job concealing his army. These mutalisks move right in. The Marines are the only anti-air in this army, and of course Marines don't do that great against banelings, so Zenio can manage to get another great positioning battle here. He will do quite well. All these Marines, he just needs to lure the Marines out long enough to build some more ground forces here, and keeps bouncing in. He can take out this tank right now quite easily. There's just not enough Marines to deal with these mutas. All these banelings are going to make their move at some point. I'm hoping I don't miss it. oGsTOP moving into the natural there. We've got the mutas still taking out Marines in small numbers. Mutas still doing a good job staying alive. This lair is probably going to go down to these Marauders, but the mutas are taking out tanks up here at the top. The lair does go down. So nice little pickup for oGsTOP, but he left his tanks here to die to these mutalisks. He sent a few Marauders up to try and take out this 3rd base and was not successful, so now we see Zenio with a lot of mutalisks still alive. I accidentally grabbed a wolf statue there. A lot of mutalisks alive here, forcing Top to build lots and lots of Marines, and of course Marines are not that great against banelings. Did that Spire go down as well? Yes, it did. Wow, so 2 hatcheries being built in the spot of that lair that went down, and another Spire was begun. And all these tanks are being surrounded by speedlings. oGsTOP losing basically what little forces he had left. 62 supply against 165 supply. All these mutalisks here, of course, still unaccounted for, and lots of banelings about to make life very difficult for these 100 SCVs right here. So Zenio takes game 2 with a couple of nice defensive battles and just a nice counterattack there at the end. So that was game 2 in a best of 5 series. Now we'll move into game 3 and see what happens next.